Yes, Prabhu, can hear.
Can hear.
We stopped at 10:19 last week, Prabhu.
Yeah, that means we already
Finished,
we already finished
10th chapter. Yes, Prabhu, can hear.
Can hear.
We stopped.
That means we already finished canto 10. So we sorry 10. So now we're going to be 11 today. Okay, this is the deity in Maya Puradam, the Panchatattva. This is taken in Chandanyatra 2021, and this is Narsimhadev, and this is our Chota Radha Madhava. Okay. And this is our Radha Madhava, and before we start, we invoke our auspicious prayers for Mangala Charan. So maybe anybody want to lead this prayers, or should I lead?
I read, Prabhu.
Yeah, can bro, Madhuraman.
Om Ajna Timrandasya Jana Anjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Namahom Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhudale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvashesha Shunyavadi Pachacha Desatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Madhura Krishna Prabhu. Sorry, Madhura Mohan Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this program is fully dedicated to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya. So this is the understanding from introduction of Bhagavad Gita. So any one of you want to read this? Most welcome.
I'll read, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yes.
Understanding of Gita. We shall find therefore in this Bhagavad Gita that the complete whole is comprised of the Supreme Controller, the controlled living entities, the cosmic manifestations, eternal time and karma or activities. And all of these are explained in this text. All of these taken completely from the complete whole, and the complete whole is called the Supreme Absolute Truth. The complete whole and the complete absolute truth are the complete personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. All manifestations are due to his different energies. He is the complete whole. In the 11th chapter, the Lord is addressed as Prapitamaha because Brahma is addressed as Pitamaha, the grandfather, and he is the creator of the grandfather. So no one should claim to be the proprietor of anything. One should accept only things set aside for him by the Lord as the quota for his maintenance. Introduction to Bhagavad Gita as it is chapter 11, the universal form. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, bro. So basically we can see here is this chapter 11 is we're going to speak about the universal form of the Lord. So in this introduction, we see the supremacy of the Lord. We're going to see that the understanding about the Lord or the full wholeness. As we seen in the introduction, that 5 subject matter are discussed in Bhagavad Gita, and give me a few minutes. Let me. Okay, that's done. Okay. So where we have discussed about the 5 matter about Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and Karma. And 4 are internal, but karma is temporary, but it's not false. So now we're going to see the universal form of the Lord, where So why we going to see universal form, or we address as Virat Rupa. So any one of you want to read this, are most welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hello, Hare Prabhu.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
Virat Rupa? This Virat Rupa of the Lord was especially manifested not for the benefit of Arjuna, but for the unintelligent class of man who accept anyone and everyone as an incarnation of the Lord, and so mislead the general mass of people. For them, the indication is that one should ask the cheap incarnation to exhibit his Virat Rupa and thus be established as an incarnation. Prabhupada's commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam 2.124. The universal form is a temporary manifestation of the Lord that embodies all created things. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3.30. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. So now Krishna was, Arjuna was, Krishna was establishing that he is a supreme Parandama Pavitram. So we have seen this. Now, where we also see that now in chapter 10, verse 42, now Athava Bahunayatenaha Kim Janetena Tavarjunaha Vista Ayam Idam Krishnam Ekama Sinasito Jagat. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragmental of myself, I provide to support the entire universal. So it's just it's a just fragment of the Lord, a single fragment. So the size of sesame seeds, normally we can address it. So when and the Lord going to show the gigantic form of him, that from Brahma for the most genetic entity on down to the smallest, and all are existent because the Lord has entered each and all and sustained them. So this when the creations take place, basically when the creation is just a part and partial, where first we can see the the Karnataka Vishnu from him, from the east skin, or when Karbadaka Vishnu's born. Then when Karbadaka Vishnu take born, then no, when it appear, it shouldn't be born, it appear. When it appear, when Karbadaka Vishnu appear, and from each level where Brahma been created, then from there we can see together with the living Nityabadas, Sudaram Sarvadehinam is a friend and well-wishers as enter as a Kishuradaka Vishnu or Paramatma with all the living entity. So now this universal form, the Lord going to show here, the genetic form that we see is just a fragment, just a small fragment. It's not all. It's just a minute. You can say anu or atom of the atom from the Lord. It's not wholeness of the Lord. It's just atom. So that means we going to see is genetic form now, where Arjuna going to get shocked by seeing this universal form. Then we can see why Arjuna asking this form to be shown. All this thing we're going to discuss in after slide. This slide, where we're going to start it from verse number 3, where in verse number 1. Arjuna was saying, no, by my hearing and instruction, you have kindly given me about the most confidential spiritual object. My illusion has now been displaced. So now, on the verse number 1, where Arjuna said that his illusion was gone now. And then he said that, oh, Lotus I One, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and discipline of every living entity. I have realized your inexhaustible glories. That means we have to see Arjuna have realized the Lord, and he understood Krishna is the supreme. And now Arjuna going to request from the Lord. Drustum ichchami te rupaham. That means, drustum means you want to see. Drustum ichchami, I desire to rupam. I want to see Aishwaryam, your opulence. Oh my Lord, you want to see. So any one of you want to read this sloka, please? Can read, and including with the translation.
I read, Prabhu.
Yeah, please, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Evam etat yat yatata tvam atmanam parmeshwara darstum ichhami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see you here before me in your actual position, as you have described yourself, I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Emma Mataji. So now we can see verse number 1. Arjuna say that is illusion gone. And verse number 2, he say that he have realized him, but why, or what the necessary for Arjuna to see his form? So what you all think, what the necessary for Arjuna to see the form when the illusion's gone, and as well you have realized it. Why? This question is come here. What you all think about it?
For the purpose of mankind.
Wow. Okay. Yes, you are right, Prabhu. Why? What's the purpose of the mankind? What you think? Why?
That Arjuna wants to ensure that everybody knows that he is the Supreme Lord, and it comes out from his own mouth.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu, you are right. But they got another and one more reason where Prabhupada have mentioned in this purport actually. You all have the Bhagavad Gita. You see that if you read, then if you all have, then you can read. So any guest?
Hare Krishna,
Any other
Prabhu.
guest? Yes, Prabhu.
To ensure, like people nowadays saying that I'm God, they are saying that I'm God.
Yes,
So,
you're right, Prabhu. You're hammering now for the key point why Arjuna is asking. Thank you so much, Ananda Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
thank you so much. So you already hammer. So the reason why no Arjuna asking, because Arjuna actually has no special desire to see him in his universal form. For Arjuna is completely satisfied to see him in his personal form of Krishna actually. So we're going to see, later in coming verses that Arjuna is satisfied to see Krishna's form. But the Lord can understand also that Arjuna wants to see the universal form to convince others. Actually, to convince others. Why to convince others? Arjuna do not have any personal desire for confirmation actually. Krishna also understand that Arjuna want to see the universal form to set a criteria. For in the future, there will be so many imposters who will pose themselves as incarnation of God. The people therefore should be careful. One who claims to be Krishna should be prepared to show his universal form to confirm his claim to the people. So nowadays we can see, this is the last portion of this purport, we can see nowadays many incarnation, am I right? They're they're self-proclaimed and say that they are the incarnation of the Lord and cheating out of a disciple. Is it happening or not happening? What do you all think about it?
Yes, it's a lot, Prabhu. A lot.
It's allowed, right? So now, this is the reason why Arjuna want to stop, because as Arjuna, we have to understand the position of Arjuna. Arjuna is not ordinary soul, is a friend, or is as a relationship with the Supreme Lord. In order to come in a relationship with Lord, that personality must have done some pious, not only pious, he must be understand the Vedantas. It's not a simple thing, and he have realized, and he know who's Krishna. So then, because of the Maya Sakti of the Lord, we have to see, you have to understand the Maya Sakti of the Lord, make it such illusion that people cannot understand. No, sorry, not people, that Arjuna not understand Krishna opulence, because Krishna want to enjoy his pastime. Now, so this is the reason, one of the reason we can see. So at the same time, the Lord want to enact the pastime, because you know that in age of Kali, Prana Alpa Ayusu Sabha, Kala Yasmini Gajana, Manda Sumanda Madhyo, Mandaba Kyuprati. Because people are always less intelligent, quarrel, all these sort things will be there in the age of Kali. So the Lord's merciful, he create or he make, enact a pastime that can attract the soul. So now, the next we're going to see how Krishna is going to address Arjuna. So this is the verse number 5 to 6, where Bhagavan say that, So anybody want to read the sloka and translation?
I'll read, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, please.
Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Asyami Partha Rupani Satasota Sahasrasa Nana Vidyani Divyani Nana Varna Kritini Pasyadityan Vasun Rudran Asvinau Marutas Tatta Bahuni Atrasta Purvani Pasyas Karayani Bharata. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, one son of Partha, see now my opulence, hundreds of thousands of very divine and multicolored forms. O best of Bharatas, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Ashwini, Kumaras, and all other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before."
Thank you, Parisami Prabhu. So now we can see the Lord saying that who is the source of all incarnation, the four-ended form of Narayana or Mahavishnu, or Karnataka Vishnu, Karbadaka Vishnu, or Kishrodaka Vishnu, are formed these expansions, who are the source of all incarnation. The four-ended form Narayana or Mahavishnu, or now the Karnataka Vishnu and Karbadaka Vishnu, Kishrodaka Vishnu are formed these expansions. That means from Krishna, because Krishna is avatari and others are avatar. So is the source, or in is say that Etasa Kalas Pumsan, Krishna's to Bhagwan Soyam. Indrani Vaikulam Loke, Mardani Yukike. Krishna is the fountain aid. He is the supreme, or is the Soyam Bhagwan. From him, the part, partial, the incarnations are take. So there are two. There are two types. One is Vishnu Tattvas and one is Jiva Tattvas. So as the Vishnu Tattvas is direct, and Jiva Tattva as we are soul, part and partial from him. We have the quality, but we don't have a quantity on him. So we have Daya, Socha. Sometimes we can do any wonders because we are from him. So therefore we have the quality of him, but not quantity. So we have to understand he's a supreme all, and we are just part and partial. But everything is coming from him. So sometimes the analogy is given here. The sea, the ocean, and when you take a cup of oceans, the water from the ocean, it be salty. But will we address the cup, or in the cup that water we take from the ocean as a oceans, or we address as a cup of water? How should we address that? Is it my questions can be understand?
Can Prabhu. We call it a cup of water, Prabhu.
Cup water. Can we address that as oceans?
No, Prabhu, cannot.
Thank you so much, Madhura Mohan Prabhu. So next, Now the next, I'm going to now the next part. There, since I'm taking a cup of water, will the ocean reduce from its quantity?
No, Prabhu.
No, thank you. And there are many rivers are joining or merge into the oceans. Did the ocean expand himself? Or this, how the quantity in oceans when the many rivers are merged in oceans? What happened to the ocean?
Still like the same, Prabhu.
Still the same. Okay. So this is the calculation of a spiritual calculation. 1 plus 1, still 1. 1 plus 1,000, still 1. 1 minus 1, still 1. So whatever, even we coming from him is still complete. Because we coming out from him, that means it's not, that it doesn't matter that there are some negative. No, it's still complete. So we have to understand that. So Arjuna want to see Krishna in his universal form, which although a transcendental form, it just manifest for the cosmic manifestations, the cosmic manifestations, and therefore subject to the temporary time for this material nature. As the material nature is manifest and not manifest, similarly, this universal form of Krishna is manifest and non-manifest. It's not internal, situated in the spiritual sky like Krishna and other form. So I was saying that Jiva Tattva and Vishnu Tattvas, they are two, there are two differentiators there. As a Jiva, we are subjected to the matter because we fall to the creation of the material because of our desire, where we have seen 727 Ittadvesham, because of desire, and the interest and the desire one developed them, interest, and it developed. This is the reason where we form, and we want to, because the Lord is given a full independence for the soul, and we misuse our to say our independence. So therefore we fall. So when we are really repent and want to go back to him, and he will accept. So it depends again to the individual soul, whether you want to go back or whether you want to stay in this material world. So depend on the soul, and according to the desire, and the soul, the desire of the jiva, and the body will given to enjoy what you want. So from the Brahma up to the end, we can see from 10 to 9 of Srimad Bhagavatam, it's been described how the soul, first, when you want to take the life, will take the position of Brahma. Then when you take the position of Brahma, then you fall according to desire. It might be become the pig or the hawk or the ant, depend again the desire. Even sometimes we can see when we want to go to the the Hemapuri or the ant, we've been given the body that we can enjoy, we can, the body is suitable for our punishments. It's called yata sarira. So when from that sarira, when we our hand been chopped, again it will be grow, but we are suffering the pain. So according to our desire, the body will be designed in such a way, and we will be, the Lord will put in such a way that the Lord is so merciful, because he loves us and he wants us to come back, and because we are naughty children of him and we don't want to go back, so the Lord arrange some agent to punish us that we can remember. So sometimes we can see in our house, when sometimes father or the son have fight, and the son say that, Father, I want to go out, and the father say, okay, and he will send out and put some agent that he can repent, the son can repent and come back to the father. So this how we can see the Lord enact his pastime, is how he create, or he really love the Nitya Badas, that this is the reason why the Lord appear every time, that he love, there no reason for him to appear to the material world, but he appear, and you need to fight with demon. They are not demon in the spiritual world, but we have demon here, because the Lord really want to reclaim back. You want us to come back, but we are so naughty, and we say, no, Father, we don't want to come, still we want to enjoy. And the Krishna is giving a chance, because Krishna is waiting for the soul to come back. So this is the reason when we can see how the Lord's going to show is a is just a minute or anus of his creations or his opulence. It's not a full opulence, it's just anu. That means it's just atom of his opulences is going to show. In order to see his his vision, or in order to see his vision, we need a special. We cannot see with this jelly ball eye. Okay. There are many incarnations that came, and whenever Krishna came, and we have heard past time. Did Kamsa can recognize Krishna as a supreme Lord? What do you all think? Did Kamsa can recognize Krishna as a supreme Lord?
No, Prabhu.
No, Prabhu.
No, thank you so much. Kamsa can't recognize, right? So the next, we can see that Kamsa can't recognize. Okay, there are one pastime. The one reporter was interviewing Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, and he asked, Prabhupada, can you show us the Lord? Because you say you are the man of the Lord. And Prabhupada say, yes, I can show you. Can you accept? This is the question asked by Prabhupada. And that man was like wondered. And he said that even I show you, you can't see him because you don't have such a transcendental eye, or you don't have a vision to see it. In order to have the vision, in order to have to know that is Supreme Lord, you need to have some knowledge or some kind of mercy from the devotee. Then you can realize it. Like previous chapter, we are seeing that Tesam Sathadayuktam Bhajanti Purvakam Dadami Vutti Yogam Tam. Now that the Lord say, Krishna say that you do Rishna service, I will give the knowledge that you can come to me. So to see the Lord is not some mechanical process. There are many processes. Can we see the bacteria?
No, Prabhu.
No. Thank you so much. Can we see the COVID now? Pandemic, everybody says COVID. Can we see that?
No.
No. So, but we are challenging. You want to see the God? Is it Krishna is a cheap item to see him? Can we see Tansiri Mohadin, our Prime Minister, so easily? Can we get? I want to see him. Will they allow us?
No, Prabhu.
No, right? So, in order to see him, we need visions. We need a blessing of the devotee, and we need a knowledge. Without that, how we want to go? So, this is a Divyam Dadamiti Chakshushaha. That means Divya Dadamiti Chakshusha means, so where we can see that Drushtum, we need no, we cannot have an eye with the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati say that with this jelly ball, we can't see the Lord. We need His mercy. We need
We've lost you, Prabhu. We can't hear you. Cannot hear you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna,
yeah,
Prabhu.
now can hear.
Sorry, give me a few seconds. Let me connect from the my phone's Wi-Fi. because we have some issue, technical issue in internet in a temple past few days. Is it okay now?
Okay,
Okay,
Prabhu.
Prabhu, can.
Can hear you, but no
Yeah,
Pardon?
slides are not there, Prabhu.
Slide is not there.
that's not that I can hear you.
Okay. 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 Where last that you heard me? Where did I stopped? Hare Krishna. Haribo. Can you all hear me, or still there are some?
Yes, can hear, Prabhu.
Can hear, Prabhu, can hear.
So where did the technical problem issues came?
You're talking about Prabhupada's interview.
Oh, it's the last from Prabhupada's interview. Okay. So when there are Prabhupada interviews happening, now the reporter asking Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, can you show us the Lord? Can you prove us the God? And Prabhupada say, even I show you the God, but you don't have a vision to see it, and you can't accept it, and you need blessings. It's not simply that you can understand the Supreme Lord. It's not a technical process that you can understand by the mechanical process. Now we have seen in a Srimad Bhagavatam, when the boy Narada, before he became a Narada, he was seeing Krishna, and he see Krishna, and he become puffed up, and become puffed up. He want to see the Lord a second time, and then Akashavani, the sound from the Sabda Brahmans in earth, and say that, oh my dear boy Narada, and you can't see me in a mechanical process. It's under my sweet will, means Swarat. The Lord is fully independent. It's under his sweet will if you want to appear or not appear, because we can't question. Can we question our boss that we working? Can we question them, ma'am? Hare Krishna.
Cannot, Prabhu, cannot question.
Question. Then why normal common people we ask, we question the Lord? This is under his sweet will, whether you want to show or not. So like that, we need the mercy or kripa. Dadami, no, divyam dadami ti chakshushaha. Divyam dadami te chakshushaha. That means that divine, that giving chakshusha, that means we need a divine eyes to see. We can't see with this naked eye. Why? Because with this naked eye, this is a matter. In order to see the transcendental form of the Lord, we need the transcendental eye. That means a spiritual vision in order to understand Him. Who is going to bestow that transcendental vision? Only the Lord or the spiritual master can enlighten us that we can see Krishna. So if you have a faith on Krishna and your spiritual master, I promise that you can see Krishna. Because I know many Srila Prabhupada disciples, like one of the person is Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, Gaur Gandu Swami Maharaj, and there are many where they can speak with the deities. And I heard from Holiness Chandramauli Swami Maharaj, where they have a sammelans or they have a conventions. I really can't remember where the conventions happened, and they have some issue where they need money to buy the building for the temple, and they appealing to the Radha Madana Mohan, if not mistaken, Radha Madana Mohan. He was applying with them to the deities, and the deity said that person name is Mark came. He have the money. You ask him. And Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj told this to Chandramauli Swami Maharaj and announced to and Sachidananda Swami Maharaj is that, so they announced, so we want to see Mark. And it to be happened, the person is not from the congregation, he take flight to attend this, these conventions where he heard from the websites. So where this Mark was working in a company he was like well-wisher to the temple, he come and go. And he somehow, by the luck, he got some lottery or some kind of lucky draw where he got BMW or something. And then he thought that this BMW is useless for me. The reason why he think useless, because he think that he can't maintain it, because the way he says that is a monthly income is not suitable for him to get that car. So therefore he decided to sell it, and he thought he need to give to the temple, and he thought, what should I do with this money? Then suddenly somehow he thought that, okay, then the news is come, they have a convention, and he thought, okay, because we are famous to give food for life. Then he thought, okay, this Hare Krishna like to do the noble act, giving a food charity. Why not I give to this Hare Krishnas? Then he decided, it's like a dual mind. Then he thought, then he get the cash. Then he went to the convention where somebody sponsored him ticket. You don't know how the tickets came to him. Everything's like been arranged up and down. Then he came, then they've been announced, and they got shocked, and they're asking, my dear Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, how you know this? And Maharaj says that the deity speak with me. So this is the reason when there are something that there are some perhaps they say that காற்றுவர் மகத்துவம் இருந்தால் காட்டுவருக்கு மகத்துவம் இருந்தால் அதை காணுவருக்கும் மகத்துவம் உண்டு. That means say that if the person who are showing qualified, the person who are seeing also will qualify. You can see the visions like that. So when, because of Srila Prabhupada mercies and blessing toward his disciple, so we can see when they got shocked how Maharaj, and it happened, they can settle the issues where the currency of the money is going on there. So this is one of the pastimes. So therefore, in order to see the Lord, we can't see with this jelly ball eye, because this is matter. We have a spiritual vision where we are the soul. So we need to see spiritually, transcendentally spiritual, so that we can realize it. We can realize. We can realize it. Sometimes, when we realize, we can't say it how you realize it. We can't say it unless you feel it. Unless you have to go through it. So therefore, why I'm telling this pastime, just to inspire you all that we need the mercy by the spiritual master in order to see same like, because we see in chapter 2 that Krishna said that, Krishna, I'm surrender to you as a disciple, Tansisi Mam Prapate. So you please instruct me. So where Arjuna surrendered as a disciple, then now he accepted a God. So in the same time, Krishna playing a two role here as a spiritual master and as well as a Lord. So to prove it going to show is form, is spiritual form. Sometimes you can see imposters say that I've done this, is my previous lila that I can't do now. When we read Krishna pastime, they are Krishna sometimes showing the Rama form. When we see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shown his Rama form, he shows Krishna form. And sometimes he shows Narsimha form. So sometimes we can see the Lord as enacted and showing his past incarnation. So the imposter can't do that. So this is the reason. So don't get cheated. So everything need to be Tasmi Sastra Pramanam, Akari Kariha. Everything need to be in a evidence of Shastra. So can the translation of the sloka and the translation be read, please? Is it I'm speaking alone? Oh no.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, yes.
Ihaikastvam Jagat Krishnam Pashyatya sa characharam Mama Dehi Gudakesa Yakchanyad Drastum Ichasi Natu Mam Shakyase Drastum Anenaiva Shwa Chakshusha divyam dadami ti chakshu pashyami yogam aishwaram. O Arjuna, whatever you wish to see, behold at once in this body of mine. This universal form can show you whatever you now desire to see and whatever you may want to see in the future. Everything, moving and non-moving, is here completely in one place. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. Hare Krishna.
So Krishna is also going to show us future. So sometime when we read this Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and they say that we never see anything of future, right? So I'm going to prove that that Krishna has shown the future also in his form, and one of the incarnation will be proven in upcoming slokas, and also we can see what's going to happen next. I know. So this is the next sloka we're going to be seen, where Anika Vaktram Nayanam, Anika Buddha Darshanam. That means Anika means is I know what to say, that is very various or many. Is I have a many Aneka Vaktram, I have many Vaktra in many Nayana is eyes, and Divya Malambaram Dharam, where Divya means the transcendental. So Anika, you have a various, and you have a Divya, transcendental. So can the words and sorry, the translation and the sloka have been recite, please? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, let me try Prabhu.
Yes, please, bro.
Anika Vaktram Nayanam, Anika Adbhuta Darshanam, Anika Divya Bharanam, Divyani Ko Yatha Yudam, Divya Malya Bara Dharam, Divya Gandhan Nu Lepanam, Sharvascharyamayam Devam, Anantam Vishwato Mukham. Arjuna saw in the universal form unlimited mouths, unlimited eyes, unlimited wonderful visions. The form was decorated with many celestial ornaments and bore many divine unpraised weapons. He wore celestial garlands and garments, and many divine scents were smeared over his body. All was wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, all expanding. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. So we can see how the Lord been described here. This is for your information. If you for other information, if we see the verse number 9, where this has been this universal form. Actually, this has been narrated by Sanjaya to his king, whose Dhritarashtra was blind, and he was describing what's happening there. Now Sanjay is describing the situations, that he said that, oh my dear king Dhritarashtra, where we can see Arjuna was saying that to show his universal form, and the Lord has bestowed his mercy. And by the mercy of the Lord, Arjuna can see his universal form. And now how Sanjay can see this? Because the mercy of Vyasa. So now the live telecast is going on, where in this live telecast Sanjay was seeing, and Arjuna was Sanjay was witnessing that Arjuna was seeing this form. So this is where we can see this connection. So where we can see that Divya, where everything is transcendental. Now we can see how Bali Chakravarti in Canto, when we go to reading a Srimad Bhagavatam, we can see where Bali Chakravarti, when he wear the garland, where he went the garland, it was before in a first fighting, after the chanting milk oceans, Now the devas, the demons are unhappy, and they have a fight, and they lost. And because of loss, then Bali, Bali Chakravarti or the King Bali were not very happy. And again, you have a fight, and he was dying. Actually, Bali Chakravarti died, left the body, and under the because he was under the spiritual master, was Sakracharya, he was chanted some mantra and revived Bali to come back. Then he instructed that, oh my dear king, in order to defeat these Arjunas, or in order to defeat these Indras or the Devas, you need to please your grandfather. Do yajna that let your grandfather came. Then he followed the instruction of spiritual master of Shukracharya doing yajna. And Prahlad Maharaj came. And Prahlad Maharaj was satisfied, and what his grandchildren, Bali was grandchildren of Prahlad grandchildren was Bali, and the grandfather, what is grandchild Bali is Garland from Krishna. Now then, after that, he arranged a fight. Then he went, and none of the devas could win. And we can see how then Diti doing the tapasya by a tapasya when the Payovrta is called Payovrta. By doing a Payovrta, the Lord appeared, and the Lord said that, my dear Diti, I can't do anything because you have pleased my devotees, and the garland is there, Divyam is there, I need to, the Lord Bali, and he appears as a Vamana, so Indra's brother, and Indra's brothers, then he give back the kingdom. This all some small narrations here, because I want to say that how the Divya Malam Baradharam, so where the garland, the potency of the Lord, I'm showing to say that how the garland is very transcendental, when Bali lost. Because of this garland, the mercy of the Lord, he win. This we can see the auspiciousness of the Lord, or the quality of the Lord, how the Lord have his item or his pranaphilia is transcendental. This is how we can see it. So then the verse, the coming verse, that it's going to see that how the body of the Lord is going to be radiant, equal to the 1,000. Divi Surya Sahasraha. Not Divi, Divi means in the sky, Surya, Sahasra. Like, can we see one Surya in our naked eye? Can't, right? It's very difficult to see with this naked eye. We need some kind of like a black glasses in order to see Surya with this only one. But now we see that Divi Surya Sahasra, we're going to see thousands of the sun. So can read the Sanskrit verse and also the translation, please.
I read, Prabhu.
Yeah, please, Prabhu.
Divya Surya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yugapat Utita Yadiva Satrasi Sasya Prasastasya Mahatmana Tatreka Stam Jagat Krishnam Pravibhaktam Anekada Apasyat Eva Devasya Sarire Pandavastada. Hundreds of thousands of suns were to rise at once in the sky. Their radiance might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansion of the universe, situated in one place, although divided into many thousands.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Now we can see that of the universal form is greater than the influence of thousands of sun rising at once in the sky. At one place, a various part of the body of the universal form, in a various way provided in the many details. So both, Arjuna and Krishna are on the chariot. When Arjuna saw the universal form, other on the battlefield could not see it because Krishna gave the vision only to Arjuna. So now we can see. So apart from Sanjaya, apart from Arjuna, nobody in the battlefield can't see what's happening here between these two. Only Arjuna can see. So Arjuna was saying, "Oh, such a brilliant." It was like wonder. It was like wonder, right? Something that you can't imagine. It's there in front, and you're like struck. He's struck, and what's going to happen to him next? So he's going to bow. In verse number 14, you can see he was bewildered, astonished. Where I say Vismaya Adbhuta Rasaha, and his standing to hand, he fold and he began to pray to the Supreme Lord. He's going to back. Oh my dear Lord, he's going to back, and he's going to realize. He's going to see. He's going to speak his realizations now. Where I say that Arjuna Pashyami Devam Tava Deva Dehi. Going to say that. He say that. Arjuna say, Arjuna watch Pashyami. Pashyami means that is I see. I see. You see that Devam. Then he says that demigods are yours, and they were again, oh Lord, I'm saying that they was in your body. Sarvam, all, Buddha Vishesha Shanka. I'm seeing various. It was like wonder. It was like, wow, what's happening here? So maybe then he said that next Brahmana Isham Kamala Sanam. Kamala Sanam Stam Rishim Cha Sarva Ugram Cha Devyam. He said that he's seeing the Brahma, or he's seeing that I was explaining to you all that how the Lord's create, but second portion is called Karbhataka Vishnu, from him, from his navel Brahma. So this where we see that Brahmana Isham Kamala Sanam Satam, where he said that Rishim Cha Sarvan Ugram Cha Divyan. I'm saying that the divine serpent. He said that it was like it was start. We can see the pictures here where he's seeing. He say that the creation. So already start to see the creation of the Lord. You start to see all manifestation of this universe. So the translation say that Arjuna said, "My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigod, various other living entity. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva, all the sages and divine serpent is seeing. Oh my dear Lord, I sing all these things, was like, it was basically, this is about universal form of the Supreme Lord. From the Anudashish, carrying this universal from Patal up to the Brahma Loka. It was described about one of the universal nouns. So next, when you're going to see that how Arjuna going to realizing open seeing is Vishwarupa is going to say Anita Bahudra Vakram Netaram. Going to say that I see that many, I see many of hand, I've seen many of your eyes. I see Paschamikum Sarvato Nata Rupam. I sing, oh my dear Lord, Natham Namadhyam Chapunat Avidam. Ashyami Vishweshwara Vishwarupaha. We can see that he's going to say that I see your bellies, many mouths, many eyes. And everywhere without limit, I see you, and no middle, no beginning. You can see that you never see the middle, you never see the beginning, or you never see the end, where the Lord is unlimited. And he said that Krityam Kadinam Chakranam Tha, Tejo Rashim Sarvata Dipiti Matam, Ashami Tvam Drunaksham Saha, Diptalankara Ditya Pramayaham. We say that your form is difficult to see because of its glaring influence spreading all the side, like blazing fire of the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing from everywhere, adorned with various crown, club, and the disc. We have seen before these, where Arjuna says that, the sloka, they said, Divi, Surya Sahasraha. Sanjay was saying that Divya, and this Sanjay is narrating again Arjuna was seeing this, Arjuna was mourning this, Arjuna was lamenting this. So this how we can see that how Sanjay was describing to Dhritarashtra how Arjuna could see this, how Arjuna was seeing and glorifying the Lord. Tvam aksharam paramam vidvam, tvam asya vishwa param nidanam, tvam abhyasaswatam dharma goptaha, sanatana purusho matomatihi. Then he said that you are the supreme prime object, you are the unlimited resting place of all this universe. You are the inexhaustible, you are the oldest, you are the maintainer of the internal religion, the personality of God. This is my opinion, and this is what Arjuna is saying. That the next he said that Anadi Madhyam Ananda Viryam Ananda Bahum Shashi Shurya Netram Ashyami Tvam Dipti Ustavaktaram Swa Tejas Vishwam Nidam Tapanam. You are without origin, middle and you are glorious, unlimited. You have 100 arms, the sun, moon, your eyes. I see you are blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. This how we can see it's been described. Arjuna is describing how when you see the universal form of the Lord, you got wonder and struck. You start glorifying the universal form of the Lord. Then he said that in verse number 23. Now he said that Rupam Mahat Bahu Bhaktara Netram Mahabahom Bahu Bahura Padam Bahuttaram Bahudamstra Karalam Drustaloga Prishitatam. He said that, oh mighty arm one, all planet within their demigods are disturbed by seeing your great form with many face, eye, arm, thigh, legs, and belly. Your many terrible teeth as they are disturbed, so I am. Why disturbed? Why you disturbed by seeing the teeth of the Lord? Because Naham Satprasham Diptim Aneka Varanam Itam Dipti Vishala Netram Dristetvam Prayantra Atmadritim Dadami Sam. He was like starting fear. Arjuna get disturbed now. Initially it was nice. It's not like how in generally. And what is disturbing is seeing the features now. He started saying fearsome things. Terrible teeth, from pleasing to become fear form. Krishna said you can see all that you desire because Arjuna desires so. To us, to impostor. So Arjuna was for this how we can see it was taking place in a battlefield. And next, the verse number 24, it's going to establish Nabam Surpasham Dipti Manikavaranam Yatyam Dipti Vishala Netram Drustahetvam Priyati Tantra Atmanam Dhritim Namanditam Samacha Vishnu. Oh, all pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant color touching the sky, your gaping mouth, your great glowing eyes, my mind are puffed up by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. You start shivering. I'm getting disturbed now. Initially, it was, it's how we can see that, that he was disturbed. And why? Because he was, the next verse, where the verse number 26 to 27, where we can see Amitchatvam Dhritarashtra Putraha. He says that Amitchatvam, Ami means this Chatvam, you, Dhritarashtra, Putra, Sarve Sahi Pala Sanghe. Now he says that Bhishma Drona Sutta Putra Tatasto, Sahasra Madhir Api Yoda Muktaha, Bhaktrani Tvaramana Vashyanti Demustra Kalalani. Payanakani, Kachit Vilangani Dasundrunaha, Sandra Chaturuni Uttamange. All the sons Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings, Bhima, Drona, Karna, our chief soldier, also are rushing into your fearful mouth, and some are trapped with the 8 smashed between your teeth. You can see now in this, we can see that how the size of Bhima and Drona or Karna, you can see him. It's not like a 6 feet now, no? They was very tall those days, no? So they can see they are trapped. You see, very tiny, no? So from here we can see how, the Lord, was, he was like seeing all these things, and it's clearly mentioned that he took in front of the Bhishma, Drona, Karna because he was attacked. It's clearly mentioned that Dhritarashtra, Bhima, Drona, Sutaputra. Not only that, our chief leader, some are trapped. See the trap, where the trap it had, Arjuna was not 6 feet. Imagine how big it is. So what you all think, it's not, Arjuna was not 6 feet that time. So how the size of the teeth of the Lord might be. Wow. As many waves of river flow into the ocean, so the great various enter blazing into your mouth. This is how we're going to see in verse number 28. Then he says that in verse number 29, that I see all people rushing full speed into your mouth as smooth dash to destruction and a blazing fire. So sometimes you can see the fire, right? So it's going to the fire because it thought something. So this is how we can see that, Arjuna was describing in the universal form the features, what's happening. So it's confirmed that Dhritarashtra Putra, Bhishma, Drona, Sutaputra, Tatastu, where they're going to die. So already there. The Lord already show. The next verse we're going to see is verse number 31. And you want to know who he is, what is mission. Arjuna got really disturbed. Arjuna want to know his missions. So this is the reason why we can say Agyani me koho Bhagavan Ukra Rupaha. Namoste. No, now you can see Arjuna was saying Namostu Devavara Prasidaha. It's no more instructing. He was saying that Namostu, he was paying the obeisances. You can see Namastu. So now it fear. Vijantum ichchami bhavantu adhyam nahe prajanami thavam privritti. So this we can see that, O Lord of Lord, so peers of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisance to you. Please be gracious to me. You are the prime Lord. I want to know about you. For you, I do not know what your mission is. You want to know now. Just wondering, because in the beginning, the relationship with Krishna and Arjuna was Sakya. Was like friends, they're like fighting. There was like, was teasing each other. All these things happen. Now, Arjuna got shocked. It's already like a terrible now. It's really disturbed. So you want to know who is, why he came and why he doing this wonder. So then Bhagavan is going to answer now. Sri Bhagavan watch. Kalo means time. Kalo. Asmin lok kasya krita pravartho. Lokan samartum hi parvartaha. Hridi pitvam na pashyanti sarvaha. Eva shitta pratiniki yudaha. So that he said that the Lord, the Supreme Personality Godhead said, time I am. He said that I'm the Kala, the greatest destroyer of the world. So we can see the time will, when the time comes, everything is destroyed, right? So you can see the time I am, and the great destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to destroy all people. So his mission to destroy the people with expressions to you, Pandavas, all soldiers here on both sides will be slain. The Lord says that. You can see here he's not enjoying the Virat Rupa. So sometimes you can see, sometimes people like to worship the Vishwarupa of the Lord, Oh, he got many eyes, because they like all this Gora Rupa, or the fierceful worships, they like. But you can see how Arjuna was not enjoying. Krishna says that, I'm a time, that why we do waste time, we shouldn't waste the time. So then now we can see that he says that, both sides, all will die. We can see that Sikindi, Drustumna, son of Panda, everyone's dying. Kripacharya and Kirtavarma, the side of Pandava also remaining, life after war. Why? Because Pandava, Yutsava, you can see Dhritarashtra's son from mate, he changed from Duryodhana side to the Pandava side, because Kripacharya and Kirtavarma, they changed from Duryodhana to Pandava side. And Krishna family, Kirtavarma and Satyaki was the Krishna army given to Duryodhana. He too changed side before Statua to the war. So this is the reason where all these people also, they never die. When we read Mahabharata, you can see they're still alive. And Aswatthama, Kripacharya and Vrishtakestu, in written in the Vedas that the Supreme Truth destroy everything. Even the Brahmana stated in Katha Upanishad, Yashya Brahma cha Shakram cha Ube Bhavatha Odanaha Mrityor Yashopa Sechanam Ka iti Veda Yatra Saha. Eventually, all the Brahmana, Kshatriya, and everyone else are devoured like a meal by the Supreme. This is a form of the Supreme Lord. All devouring giant are Krishna present in that form of all devouring giant, except a few Pandavas. Everyone who was present on the battle would devour by him. So we can see, so the Lord, is a Lord instrument, and the Lord's take, when we see the creation of the universal take the form, where we got the 24th Tanmatra, or the 24 manipulation of the universal, and plus one is called Kala. Kala is none different from the Lord, impersonal, that he only this material world where the time is there. In the spiritual world, there are no time at all. So when the Lord execute is the Kala form, he take as avatar, as one of the form that the children will come back to him. If no time, no chance for us to repent and go back to him. This is the reason. So next, we're going to say that now, Mita Matram, where Asmatvam Uttista Yasho Uttistaha. So Uttista means we can see that get up, Yashyolabashyaha Jivat Sadrun Bunksha Rajayam Samardham Maya Evita Nitan Purvam Eva Nimitta Matram Bhavas Sevya Sakit. He says, therefore get up, prepare to fight, win the glory, conquer your enemy, and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to the death by my arrangement, and you, O Saya Sachi, can be put an instrument to fight. So therefore, Arjuna, Krishna says that Arjuna, you as a nimitta matram, is the words of nimitta matram is important here. Nimitta matram become instrument of the God. Arjuna, you are not a doer. Remember this, I am the doer. I am Sagala Karnakare. I am the doer here. My mission is to destroy them. If you not kill, if you not fight, somehow I am going to kill them. So therefore fight. You are just my instrument to do my service. You remember that. So now Arjuna, reminded by the Lord, saying that your duty as instrument, this how we can see as instrument. So anyone can understand the plan of the Supreme Lord and cultivate Krishna consciousness, most intelligent. So from here we have to understand the creation, destruction of the cosmic manifestation are under the supreme guidance of the God. So everything's under him, under the guidance of the Lord. Everything's is been moved. So, and the next we're going to when the next verse is a 41 to 42, where we can see after he experienced the universal form, then Krishna, that he going to know is that when Krishna is already instructed, now Arjuna going to do his prayers now. So Arjuna going to do his prayers now. So now this is the prayers of Arjuna, and Arjuna going to ask is apologize to the Supreme Lord. Please forgive me all my offenses, whatever I did in madness, pramadaha. And we can see the words of pramadaha here. No pramadaha. Now he said, oh love, pranayaha, considering you, my friend, not knowing your glories, I rashly address you, oh Krishna, yo Yadava. You can see here. Now we say, yet, this wind, Krishna, Sometimes when you want to address someone by calling them it's not very respectful. Sakyat sakyeti matavaha prashasabam yadyuktam Krishna, Yadava, Sakiti, Ajanat Maimat Vedham, Maya Pramada Pranayana Vapi, Yat Chavasatramasat Krutosi, Vihara Savyashana Bhojanishu, Eko Atvapi Achuta Tat Samashayam Tat Shematwam Maham Apramaya You say that thinking you as my friend, Sakyati Matamaha. He said that thinking you as my friend, I've actually addressed you, oh Krishna, oh Yadava, oh my friend, not knowing your glories. Please forgive me whatever I have done in madness or in love. You can see that he says that, we can see that you do with the love, Pranayaha. So this how. The next, I have dishonored you many times. Just think as we are relaxed, lay on the same bed, or sat or eat together, sometimes alone, sometimes in front of many friends, or ineffable one. Please excuse me for all those offenses. Please forgive me. Now he is asking, please forgive, please forgive. He started to repent because he already see the feelings of the Lord. He admitted that formerly he did not know that Krishna could assume such universal form. Although Krishna explained it is his intimate friend, Arjuna did not know how many times he may have dishonored Krishna by addressing him, oh my friend, oh Krishna, and without acknowledging his opulence. But Krishna so kind and merciful that in spite of such a opulence, he played with Arjuna as a friend. Such is a transcendent loving repercussions between the devotee and the Lord. The relationship between the living entity and Krishna is fixed eternally. You can see how sweet are the Lord. How sweet are the Lord. And we can see how sweet is the Lord from here. The Lord so sweet, he was like hypocriting, So in verse number 44, we can see that he is going to Asmin Pranayamana. He's going to please tolerate. He's going to say that, he's going to say that, please tolerate, please tolerate. Why you need to say tolerate? Because he's going to give as a glimpse. He's going to say that that as a father, tasmin pranayam pranatkayam prashaditvam maham ishamidam pitva he putreshah pita ve putreshah. That means as a father tolerant the impotence of his son, a friend impotence of a friend, or husband the family of his wife, familiarity of his wife. Please tolerate the wrong I have done to you. So this how we can see sometimes the father, when they tolerate the son, so these are tolerations where the verse number 44 was saying that Arjuna was appealing, please tolerate what I've done, because he's seeing the opulence of the Lord. Now he got frightened, and he was like, oh, what I've done. Now the next 45, he's going to request now. After he apologized and for his offenses, he's going to request now. Adrassa purvam rastyo asmin dristavaha vayena cha priyatam manomi ateva me drasaya deva rupam prasadi devasya jagannivashaha. After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I'm glad. But at the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. Arjuna was in fear now. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as a personality of Godhead. O Lord of Lords, Jagannivasha, O observer of the universes. So, you can see Prasida Devasya Jagannivasha. We can see. Kindly show your form. It become very disturbing. We can see Jagannivasha. And we can see his mind disturbed. Arjuna's mind is disturbed because of fear. Although it's not reason for fear, Arjuna therefore asking Krishna to show his Narayana form. So it's going to ask his Narayana form. Because in verse number 51, where we can see that Arjuna Vacha, Drisvedam Manusha Rupam, Avasomyam Janardhanaha, Idanam Ashmi Samarvartha, Sacheta Prakartim Kata. He said that when Arjuna, though saw Krishna's original form, he said, oh Janardhana, seeing this human-like form, so very beautiful, I now compass in mind, I am restored to my original nature. Now Arjuna came back to his original form. From the Vishwarup, he came to the 400, from 400, it came to the 200. That is when Krishna shows his 400 form, then he become to the beautiful form of Krishna. They are not different form of 400 based on different arrangement of conscious. Vasudeva Krishna expands original 200 form. We sometimes joke with you, Arjuna become not to all these things we have seen. So where the universal form, Karnataka, and Karbo, Kishore, we can see it's not different. Krishnastu Bhavan Soyam. Krishnastu Soyam Bhavan, the original of the supreme, the original, the fountain of the all author is Krishna. Krishna to Swayam Bhavan. It says that Krishna to Swayam Bhavan is the original. So no one is the original Swayam Bhavan. There's no one beyond him. Is the source of everything. So now, verse number 54, we can see Bhaktya. So we're going to address the Bhaktya. Bhaktya means by devotional service. Bhaktya tu anyaya sakya aham evam vidu Arjuna janatum drustum cha tatdena prevesham cha parantapaha. He says that, my dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service I can be understood as I am, standing before you and those been seen directly. Only in this way you can enter into the mystery of my understanding. You have to understand, mystery of my understanding is mystery, to understand Krishna's mystery. But how? By bhaktyatva anyayaha. That means without we mix with fruit, jnana or karma. In order to understand Krishna, we need to be pure devotional service need to be applied there. Bhaktyatvi anyayaha. Where in an Bhakti Rasamurta Sindhu says that Shunyam jnana karma anavritam anukullena krishnanu salinam bhakti ruttamam. We say that in order to achieve Krishna, the anukullena, where we need to be anukullena, where that jnana and karma with this jnana or the karma without any desire or jnana with the speculation knowledge shouldn't be there. Where we need to be undividable devotional service. That only we can understand. Where Krishna says, I give you knowledge. So in order to understand Krishna, just by reading the Vedantas, there are many Vedantas, there are many scholars outside there, they can't realize Krishna. They cannot understand Krishna. Why they cannot understand Krishna? Because they don't have a mercy of Krishna. You can see there are many fish in the river of Yamuna. And there are many people are taking bath, take advantage of Yamuna. So they are purified and they understand the vision. We can see the verse of number 1 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1. Rudrastavasya dharmashetre kurushetre Kamaveda yursavaha mamaka pandava chaiva kimakurvata Sanjaya. O Sanjaya, in a place of Dharmashetra and the Kurukshetra, what my son and the son of the Pandavas doing? We can see the word of Dharmashetra being used. Even Rudra was blind in spiritual, but still he understands the influence of or the benefit of the holy down. They can understand. The karma is there, but in order to understand Krishna, only devotional service, nothing else. Only by Anya Bhakti we can achieve. So this how we can see in Brahma, this how been explained, Then the next we're going to see is where Mat Karma, Mat Paramo, Mat Bhakta Sangye Vrijitaha, Nairva Sharva Bhudeshu, Ya Samanidhi Pandavaha. My dear Arjuna, you who engage in my pure devotional service means no business here. Free from contamination of fruit activity and mental speculation means jnana and karma shouldn't be there. He who work for me, who make me supreme goal of his life and who's friendly to every living being is certainly come to me. So we can see here how the Lord say that Nirvisharva Bhuteshu, he said that friend to everyone. So sometimes in the name of advancement of spiritual life, we might be say that, better I chant Hare Krishna and then I leave my family. No such thing. You need to do Sarva Dharmam Paridektam Mamekam. Yes, Krishna says that you need to surrender, but Krishna never say that leave your duty and come to surrender to me. You need to do everything with a balance. And Krishna never said to Arjuna here, we noticing here, did Krishna say that Arjuna, you sleep, I fight for you, just think about me? No. Krishna never said that thing to Arjuna. Everything need to be balanced, not misuse or the integrity, not to be integrity or integrated. This all shouldn't be applied to suit your laziness. In the name of bhakti. Bhakti means not just simply sit that you can and eat and time. No, you need to work for it. No, engage this way. Mat karma, karna mat parmo. You need to work because of the lady, because of your because of the excuse and the responsibility of a family and contamination. You want to come out? No, come on, don't do this. This is Krishna doesn't like. So that we should Mad Bhakta Sangha Varjitihi. Can see the next Mad Bhakta means, you should be Mad Paramam. You need to be considering, engaging, you need to be engaged. This is what we have to understand. Mad Bhakta Sangha Varjitihi. Free from contamination. We should free from the contamination. We need to understand and we need to work for Krishna. When we put Krishna in center of our lives 100% successful. Param Vijayati Sri Krishna Sankirtana. This where in a Chaitanya, in a Sisastaka, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that. So this how. Then the next, how many times Krishna was showing his Virat Rupa? First he's showing his Virat Rupa to Mother Yasoda when he was yawning. When after drinking the milk from the breast of the Yasoda mother, then Yasoda mother, when he yawning, is seeing the whole creation within the mouth, and he has got wonder. Then when he's showing, the pastime took place, especially in 10 Canto, chapter 7, where we can see why Krishna do so, because Kamsa already sand, Trinavarta, and Trinavarta is already there. So if Krishna was still in the life of mother, and if Krishna is still in the lap of mother, what will happen to her? Because Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala. E Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gope Sa Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namastute. We can see Krishna's address always the Dina Bandhu, Bhakta Vatsala, Bhago, the Priya. Everything is what Bhakta means. It was like very dear to him. He liked devotees so much. So from here we can see how to protect his devotee, Krishna was, okay, Trinavarta want to come, better I do some Leela, and he call his Leela Sakti, I want to do this, and arrangement take place, and the arrangement take place, and Krishna purposely make himself heavy, and where Yasoda Ma cannot carry anymore. She thought, what happening to my son now? I see universal within the mouth, and she immediately ran to the cow barn. She start at the time Trinavarta came. And Trinavarta came, and immediately Krishna was hold Trinavarta neck, like when the child is hugging, so like that. It's hugging Trinavarta going up. How lucky are Trinavarta, yeah. But anyway, and Trinavarta bring him up, and some competition Krishna become light, and Trinavarta, and we going we going more upper and upper and upper and upper Trinavarta. And Krishna may become so heavy that Trinavarta can't carry anymore. Like, what's happening here? Then immediately Krishna pulled Trinavarta down and dash him, bam! And everything. Then every gopis and Gopakumar got shocked, seeing what's happening here. So then this is how you can see that, and then how Trinavarta pastimes take place and finished, and every gopis and Gopakumar been safe. Otherwise, when the Trinavarta, the wheel come, it will be destroy the Goloka. So this is one of the second. You can see the sweet pastime again. When Master Yasoda and Balaram say, Ma Yasoda, this Balaraman eating dirt, ma. And every Gopakumar, so Krishna, Sudama, everybody already like gang up with Balaram, saying that Balaram never at all complaining Krishna. But now Balaram start to complain to the mother and say that, Amma, you see, look at this, Kannaya eating the dirt. And Mother Yasoda going and say that, oh my dear child, did you eat? Then Krishna with the sweet voice say, Ma, nowadays, this Balramana start to also mix with these boys, become naughty, start to cheat, start to cheat, the small, the mother say, wow, sweet, and Balram got angry. Balram like, oh, what Krishna's doing, wondering, and then, what happened, then when this pastime took place, the Balram and Yasodhamma was like, no, what's happening? And Balram said that, and then Balram said, hey, Balram, better you tell the truth. Amma, why should I lie? Did I lie? Then Krishna said that, Krishna, if you never eat that, then show your mouth. Then no choice now. And Krishna opened his mouth and he see all the universal within the mouth, and within that mouth he see that Krishna and Yasoda was seeing the mouth. Krishna was outside, and also she's seeing inside, and inside and seeing another one inside, and she got wonder. And this one of the universal form shown is enacted. Third is a partial, it's not full, it's just a partial, where when Krishna went to peacify or to beg, that you want to have some kind of negotiation between Pandavas and Samadhana and Danda. So now Krishna's going. Danda means fight. Before we have fight, we need to have some conversation, and Dhana, that means we have to give something, some bargaining. Then we need to go fight. So like that, and Krishna says that let me go and speak. Then when you want to have a peace talk in a Kaurava court after 13 years exile, and a time this Duryodhana was very rascal, want to capture Krishna in prison because he was very angry, was very envious toward Bhima. How can Krishna, also my uncle, one of my relative, but you very support to Pandava. It's like a partial. It was like thing like that, and he was like, you need to be like, I need to teach you a lesson. Duryodhana thing. And immediately when you want to capture present Krishna, then Krishna manifests his immovable arm with weapon and glow, like he was like, oh, what's happened? Like then from that we can see the only Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Vidura, and Sanjaya, the sages present, are able to hold this divine manifestation. Not everyone. Then after that, the divine, the denizens of heaven, shower, the flower, the kettle drum, the corns, even the blind king, this Dhritarashtra had a vision to see it actually, and just a few seconds get, and still they never change. So how the third partial been shown, and the next is universal form that we are discussing now, where Arjuna was seeing, in a battlefield of Kurukshetra. It's a full universal form. When Sanjaya was seeing this, Hare Krishna. So now we can see next. Now when Krishna after pacified with this Dhritarashtra, and this Duryodhana, to pacify them, don't fight. When they have this fighting, or and this sage Uttagana was angry with Krishna because he did not stop the war. So he threatened to curse Krishna, and Krishna manifest again here. So for the sage, it's in Aswamedha Parva Kanda 52 to 54 in Mahabharata, we can see that this pastime. And the next is the universal form, where Bali Maharaj saying when Vamana was expanding himself to asking the land, then at a time where first he expand himself to universal form, then he reduced. And we can see in verse 10 to 8, 21, 5, we can see this pastime. The next, we can see Advaita Acharya. This is one sweet pastime. So one day, Sri Chaitanya Prabhu was sitting, 536 years ago it's happened, One day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sitting on the throne of Vishnu in the house of Srivas Acharya. Then in a mood of his own, he said, my mother has offended the lotus feet of Advaita Acharya. Unless she fulfill the offense at the lotus feet of Vaishnava, it will not be possible for her to achieve love of Krishna. Hearing this, all the devotee then went to bring Advaita Charya there. While coming to see the Lord, Advaita Charya was glorifying the characteristic of Mother Sachidevi. Those open arriving, he fall down on the ground in ecstasy. They are under the instruction of Lord Chaitanya. Sati Devi took the advantage, taking the dance from Advaita Charya. Then she grabbed, and then Mahaprabhu pleased with the act of Sachimata. Then the offense mother is gone, and then the rectified, then she start to love Krishna without any difficulty. By this example, Lord Chaitanya thought everyone, the thought one may to advance in Krishna consciousness is to take, we shouldn't do offend on a devotee lotus feet. This is very important, where there are no bad fruits, when even many Puranas like a Garuda Purana, in Padma Purana, the Vaishnava shouldn't be offended, it's very important. Then when it happened, then the Lord, after the enacting this pastime, the Lord showing him the universal form after the request of Aditya Acharya. So this how we can see, and then after that one day Mahaprabhu exhibit his Lord with exhibit Lord Nityananda 6-arm form, bring conchal this kalap lotus flower and Vaishwa Satbhuj form. This how we can see the form of the Aditya Charya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showing his universal form. So then in a verse of 1136 he says that Arjuna said, "Oh Master of the Sense, then the word become joyful upon hearing your name. Those everyone become attached to you." I was promising to you all, right? I'm going to show you what's he going to speak in the future. This is the going to speak in the incarnation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where I was telling earlier, where he said that Arjuna vacha stena rishikesha tava prakritihi dagatrisha anurajitika rakshami binandishyo dravanti sarvanam yanti cha sita sangaha. Now the question is come here. The question is coming here when in verse number 41 and 42 we're seeing that Arjuna was frightened, scared, but suddenly in the verse number 36, Arjuna saying that become joyful. It will become joy. Right? This is where Krishna is showing his Chana avatar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 536 years ago is going to appear in this earthly planet, so that everybody become joy by chanting the holy name of the Lord and attached. We can see where the Senapati Bhakta Srila Prabhupada have done this, where we can see in the Mayapur Dham, African, American, Malaysian, all are united together. They are not fighting because of ism. They now fight because of the language. They never fight of the skin. They never fight of their culture. Everything they want to serve Krishna. We can see how that become true in this verse. We can see that is witness. Where we living together nowadays. We can see the fight because of language, the fight because of their races, the fight because of religion. But here, where every living attached, wherever the holy name of the Lord entered, they dance together. This is how we can see, how the Lord was exhibiting his pastime, was showing that what is going to happen in the future. This is what happened, and this is the end of this chapter. So if you all want to purchase Srimad Bhagavatam, can contact, or if you want to get Chaitanya Charitamrita also is available in English and Tamil. And this is if you want to order Gita kit, so you are most welcome. So this is Jagannath Mandir, Kuala Lumpur. Are there any questions